Hello and welcome to this week's Meaningful Minute. This week I'd like to share with you how to deal with resentment and bitterness. And that is usually caused by us being offended by someone, and then we resent them, and that can turn into bitterness, which is more like a root, a deeply seated root in our lives. Not good. I remember several years ago, I had a friend who was a single mom, and she had a preteen daughter, and the daughter just resented me, and she ignored me, and if I ever got anything for her, she didn't like it, and I began to resent her. And I realized this was not a good thing. And so what I did is I wrote down 3 things that were positive about her. So I wrote down, she loves her mom, and she's funny, and her friends like her. And I just really concentrated on that. And another thing that I did is every time I thought of her, I said, God bless her. And it worked. My resentment really did evaporate. And another resentment I had was when I lived in Ireland. There was a politician who lived in Northern Ireland, and he hated the Catholics, and he blamed the Catholics for everything. And I resented him. I was offended because I was Catholic, and I knew I had to deal with that. And so I started thinking about it. Why am I resentful? I'm just, it doesn't affect me. So I was able to let go of that. And we're coming into the holiday season now, and we'll be with our families. And oh my goodness, that is a source of so much hurt and resentment and bitterness. And what I'd encourage you to do is, if you're with a family member who you resent, really try to think of 3 positive things about them. Maybe they're a good cook, or they love football, or, just whatever. And then say, God bless them. You don't have to mean it. You just have to say it. And by saying it, that loosens the dirt around that root of bitterness. And it allows God to yank it out. So try that this week and have a great week.